One of the NFL's most stable franchises just made a stunning move. John Harbaugh is out as Baltimore Ravens head coach after 18 years, ending a tenure that included 180 wins, a Super Bowl championship, and 12 playoff berths. This is seismic. The Ravens were the NFL's biggest disappointment in 2025, going from preseason Super Bowl favorites to missing the playoffs entirely. Injuries devastated the roster, with Lamar Jackson and multiple other stars sidelined throughout the season. The offensive line regressed, Derrick wasn't the dominant force he was a year earlier, the pass rush was among the league's worst, and the secondary gave up too many explosive plays. Even when Jackson played, he was never fully healthy after suffering a hamstring injury in Week 4 that cost him a month. He also dealt with back, knee, ankle, and toe issues all year. Despite the disappointing season, this immediately becomes the most desirable coaching job in the NFL. Jackson remains an electric talent who nearly carried Baltimore to a win-or-go-home victory over Pittsburgh in Week 18. He turns 29 tomorrow, and though he's missed significant time in 3 of the last 5 seasons, he's still a superstar. The Ravens have a solid core in place with Henry, Zay Flowers, Ronnie Stanley, Nnamdi Madubuike, and Kyle Hamilton. This is a win-now team looking for a coach who can maximize Jackson and finally get over the playoff hump. Kevin Stefanski tops the list of potential replacements. The former Cleveland Browns head coach has seen Baltimore up close for 6 years, and though the Ravens were more talented, Stefanski's Browns earned a split every season from 2021 through 2024. He's a 2-time Coach of the Year who took Cleveland to the postseason twice after they hadn't made it since 2002. At just 43 years old, Stefanski crafted top-tier rushing offenses and made a viable passing environment despite churning through quarterbacks. In 2023, the Browns finished 10th in scoring despite starting 5 different quarterbacks. Jackson would be a luxury Stefanski has never had, and for a win-now team with stable ownership, this would be a dream opportunity. Brian Flores could fix Baltimore's defensive collapse. The Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator has fielded 5 top-half scoring defenses in 6 seasons, 3 in the top 10. Minnesota finished 3rd in total defense this year, with a league-leading 47% blitz rate. Flores is aggressive and creative, elevating players at every level. He's gotten Pro Bowl seasons from Andrew Van Ginkel and Jonathan Grenard, while developing rookies like Dallas Turner. Despite an unceremonious end in Miami and his subsequent lawsuit against the NFL, many believe Flores deserves another head coaching opportunity. Jesse Minker brings both connections and credentials. The Los Angeles Chargers defensive coordinator spent time with Baltimore from 2017 to 2020 before joining Jim Harbaugh at Michigan and eventually Los Angeles. The Chargers boast the 5th best defense in yards allowed and the best goal-to-go defense, despite fielding the league's 2nd cheapest unit. Minter's secondary is disciplined and aggressive, with production coming from younger players around Derwin James. He'd have a talent upgrade in Baltimore, with Kyle Hamilton anchoring the back end. Kevin Kubiak masterminded a top 10 Seahawks offense and comes from football royalty. His father, Gary, was Baltimore's offensive coordinator in 2014 before winning a Super Bowl in Denver. Klint has learned from his father, Kevin Stefanski, Kevin O'Connell, and Kyle Shanahan. His play-action heavy attack helped Sam Darnold thrive and turned Jackson Smith-Njigba into a star. There's also a connection between franchises since Seattle hired Mike McDonald away from Baltimore 2 years ago. Vance Joseph has transformed Denver's defense into a sack machine. The Broncos lead the NFL in sacks, sack rate, and pressure rate over the last 2 seasons, with 131 total sacks, 33 more than any other team. He's developed young talent along the defensive line and secondary. Joseph lasted just 2 seasons as Denver's head coach from 2017 to 18, but his recent defensive coordinator work is impossible to ignore. The Ravens need someone who can unlock Jackson's full potential and build a championship defense. This job will attract elite candidates across the league. For breaking updates on the Ravens coaching search and all major NFL news, subscribe to USA Today News and hit the notification bell to stay informed on every development.